What's up, you guys? For today's video, I decided to do a spin-off of the typical natural hair afro puff that we normally do. And I've just been getting inspiration from a lot of different places, and I just came up with this, and it actually turned out pretty cute. Before we jump right into the video, feel free to give this video a big thumbs up, as well as subscribing to this channel if you are new. Also, turn on the notification bell so you guys will get alerts whenever I do upload. So let's just go ahead and jump right into the video. Okay, so for starters, I'm just gonna go ahead and let y'all know that my hair is super old. Like, it's so dry. I need to put moisturizer on it and everything. I'm gonna start off just by putting some oil back onto my hair because right now I can't really work with it because it's so dry. So I'm gonna use extra virgin olive oil. I'm also gonna go in and spritz my hair just the tiniest amount. And the reason why I'm not gonna put a lot is because if you put a lot, your afro puff isn't gonna stand up. I'm just going to start off with the easiest part, and that's going to be the braids that go down right here. Oh, that hurt. Oh my god. I have this Aunt Jackie's buttercream, and I'm just going to use the tiniest amount on my ends, and that's really just to moisturize my hair. Smells good. So I'm going to start the braid right here, and I'm going to braid it forward and allow it to hang down here. And yes, I am aware that there are some people who don't know how to braid to the scalp, but I don't know, this is just a style that I was going for, so I'm not trying to exclude anybody, but you have to know how to braid to the scalp to achieve this style. It's actually harder braiding this way than it is braiding back. I'm not used to braiding this way at all. Oh, there we go. Once I get close to the ends, I like to twist my hair together for two reasons. One, I don't feel like braiding all the way to the end, and two, it's too hard for me to take my hair out of the braid whenever it's like a really tiny braid, and I don't want to have to cut my hair at all, so just twist it. And I also like doing this to my ends to kind of get it to curl back up. Oh, I got the hang. Now I'm just gonna do the exact same thing to the other side. Okay, where is the comb? The next thing that I'm going to do is do the braid that's going down the center of my hair. Get that widow's peak. When you part it, you want to make sure that the braid is centered down the middle. So whenever you make your two parts, it kind of has to be like not in the middle. Ooh, oh my god, why? Why is it so tangled? I can't see nothing up in here. So now I finally have the piece in the middle, and I'm just going to moisturize it with the same product and then just do the braid down the middle. Ugh, woo, my knees. It kind of took me some time to learn how to braid to the scalp with really tiny braids, especially with these fingernails. And it's like my nails naturally grow pretty long. Like, these are all my nails, like no acrylic, no anything. So it's kind of hard to learn how to braid with nails unless you are already good at braiding. But with everything that I always tell you guys, it takes time, it takes practice. If you guys want to get good at it, you have to keep watching videos that help you, and you have to keep practicing on your own hair. The reason why I parted the braids so skinny is because my hair is really thick, but also with this style, I want the braids to be small, at least the one going down the middle. On this braid, I am going to put a small black rubber band just because I'm not going to braid it all the way to the end and I don't want it to come out. Now the only thing that we have left to do are the two braids that are going up the sides. And as you guys can tell, they're going in like a swoop type of angle. So whenever you're braiding your hair, you have to pick up more hair on the inside versus up here, because if you pick up a lot of the hair out here, your braid is going to be like going that way. But if you pick up the majority of the hair from this side, then the braid is going to go around how you want it. And I try my best to give you guys different tips and tricks that I've learned along the way, and that's just one of them. You have to know where to pick the hair up at while you're braiding. So for starters, we're just gonna moisturize because yeah, I can't win. Like, there's so much shed hair. I don't know what's going on with my hair. To braid your hair down and to get it sleek, you're going to want to use some sort of edge control. So for today, I'm going to be using the Curls Blueberry Bliss Control Paste. And I really like this because it doesn't leave any type of residue on your hair, and it doesn't leave your hair hard or like overly shiny. Dang, I lost the comb again? Now what I'm doing is trying my best to smooth the product in. And I'm going to part off a little section at the beginning because I noticed that my braids look a lot neater whenever I start off with a tiny braid, or tiny section, I should say. You really want to make sure that you're taking your time with braiding as far as like adding in the hair, because the more times you braid, I notice that the prettier and neater it looks. If you just go through and, you know, add as much hair in each section as you can, it's going to kind of end up looking sloppy. And for this style, we want it to look as neat as possible. Ooh, my arm's getting tired. As I'm going down, I'm being careful about leaving my edges out because I want to be able to do a design with that. And if I don't leave any edges out, no design is going to be happening because I'm not pulling my edges out trying to get a design because it's going to hurt. Once you've braided all of the hair to your scalp, that's when you want to go back in and put a rubber band on your hair, that way so the braid doesn't come out. And on the two big braids, I like to use 2 rubber bands just because my hair is really thick. Woo! It's gonna break. Don't do it to me. So now I'm just going to focus on doing the ponytail portion of the hairstyle, and I'm just going to take some more of the control paste and just put that on the back of my hair, just because sometimes my kitchen be acting up. And to do my ponytails, I normally just take a headband and I'll twist it, and I'll use that as my scrunchie just because, again, my hair is really thick. So I think this is a good spot for my puff to be at because you can still see the design that I did in the front, but my puff is still big like I want it. I'm gonna spritz my puff with water because it's looking a little dead. I think I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of moisturizer to it because it's looking a little crazy. I'm also going to take a pick and just pick out my roots to make my puff stand up as much as I want it to. And how I like to do it is I'll grab my hair and pull it and then pick the roots instead of like picking all the way through. I don't really like how that makes my hair look because I like for my puff to have a little bit of texture. I'm going to leave my puff alone for now, and I'm going to start focusing on my edges and designing my hair how I want it to look. If I lose this comb one more time. So I just like to take some of my edges out, at least the ones that don't hurt, because I have a few short ones like right in here, and I normally can just comb those out of the braid without me breaking my hair. For my edges, I like to use a combination between Eco Styler Gel as well as Got To Be Ultra Glued. And I like this one because it doesn't leave a white residue if you don't put too much. And I noticed with the yellow one, it leaves a residue. So I put the Eco Styler Gel on first. And that's because it's just like really easy to work with, because once you put the Got To Be down, like it's not moving. So you have to really make sure that you strategically place that one. I really just like to sit here and take my time and form my edges how I want them to look. With the Eco Styler Gel alone, my hair will not lay down to save my life. So that's why I follow it up with the Got To Be Glued. So now the finishing touches is like adding jewelry to it. And I found these, they're called earring hooks, and I got them at Walmart. Like you get 3 of them, and I think this was like $2. I think for me, I'm going to end up cutting off the little piece right here. And this was the closest thing that I could find that was cheap, that is equivalent to putting like jewelry on my hair. So I've been playing around trying to figure out how to get it in there. And the best thing that I came up with is by taking the smallest one and cutting the thing off of it. And I want 3 3 little rings on the center right here, so I'm just gonna cut 3 of the circles. And then you end up with something like this. And it's kind of hard for me because my nails are long, so I have to like struggle to put it in my hair. Okay, one more, because these things are hard to put in. I think I'm gonna put one on each of these braids as well, just to tie the whole look together. I think I'm gonna cut a little bit more off of it because I kind of just want it to go over the top of the braid, kind of like a cuff. It's so cute! Whew, y'all, I'm finally done. I love doing these creative hairstyle type looks. I think the last creative hairstyle that I did was the Cardi B inspired ponytail that I did. And it's like I always love doing something new because it challenges me as an artist, whatever you want to call it, to do something different and something inspirational. And more so than that, like, it's just fun because I kind of get tired of seeing like the same things on Instagram, Pinterest, even here on YouTube. Like, I get tired of seeing the same hairstyles like over and over again. And even for me, like, I've done some of the same styles over and over again and I just get tired of it. And so I just think that this is something that is, you know, it's a very cute style and it's unique and it's different. And I know that the braids on the side have been kind of trending, so I wanted to do some type of spin-off to that. Now, you could have left the style alone, like you could have just done the braids and you could have left the jewels off, but I think the jewels give it a different spin. Like, it makes it even cuter than it already was before. So that's pretty much it for this tutorial. If you guys really enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up. Also, subscribe if this is your first time visiting my channel, and leave a comment letting me know that you just subscribed. Be sure to follow me on all of my social media platforms because a lot of times whenever I am not on YouTube, I'm mostly on Instagram, or I'm also on my Facebook page. So you guys need to definitely follow me on there to keep up with everything else that I do. Thanks again for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.